Entrepreneurship can be lonely, but it doesn't have to be. Dive into a journey of discovery with me as we uncover the art of making genuine connections and finding our tribe in the world of business. Hello and welcome, warrior. You made it to step 3, unveiling my secret weapon in business. Have you read the post above before this video? If not, wait a minute. Pause right there. Totally take a few minutes to read it first, then come back over to continue the fairy tale story because this video is not about me reading step 3 to you. Instead, it's about sharing the origin story of what happened after August 2020. So go ahead and pause to read the post. See you soon. Welcome back, warrior. I hope you enjoyed and got inspired by my first story. Now, I am a nurturing type, remember? So we love hearing stories and telling them. After you read the first story and listen to the second story, please take a moment to share your origin story of why or how you got started on your magical journey. I will love to hear it. Let's begin the second part of my fairy tale. It was April of 2021. Literally 1 year has passed. And before then, I partnered up with a entrepreneur in the ClickFunnels community, and we started nerding out. We actually started masterminding 5 days a week for 2 hours every day. And it was so amazing to sit down with someone who has the same level of energy, the same knowledge, the same wavelength of the craziness that goes in our heads, right? With all our ideas and why we do this and have the same belief. Oh, it felt so good. So when April came around, he challenged me and said, "Oh, we should expand the circle." And I was like, "No, no." The moment I said that, the universe was like, "I just gave you a hint, you didn't accept it." So my friend Dara comes along and says, "Hey, Dorothy, can you share more about this bank code with me? I have some issues communicating with my team and they're not doing work." Like, she runs a grassroots affiliate company. So by the way, for those who don't know, grassrooting is offline promotion. And I was like, sure, let's do it. I don't know. We're just masterminding. That's what we do." So she comes on and I helped her. And it was so powerful. She literally went out and talked to her team, and a lot has shifted. And she's like, "Dorothy, can I ask for a favor?" I'm like, "Okay, what? Can I bring them one by one and you do your thing with them, the bank stuff?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, let's do it." So April and May was the 2 months that we helped her and her company, you know, s like, solve this conflict and the partnership she had. Huge communication problem, right? So everything was nice and simple. She pretty much rescheduled everybody into different positions, allowing them to be more in their strength. Their communication got better. She's a manifestor too. So once something goes, it takes off. She was in her manifestor energy and her business was getting better and she was excelling to her 6 figures, which was awesome to see, by the way. I was like, "I did that? Okay, cool." And then Sean, he challenged me again. "Why don't we get other people in here?" And I was like, "Oh my God, Sean, you're pushing my limits now." So I invited one other person that I knew. He did taxes. So I invited Chris. And then Chris started adding people. And then I have this like thing where I snipe people out, like a little sniper, you know, warrior theme here. And I grab people into my world and I invited them into the mastermind. And before you knew it, a whole year has passed. And I have served over, I think at that time, over 80 people. Kind of lost track after that. Everybody loved it. Everybody got something. They said, oh my gosh, this needs to be a paid program. This needs to be a thing. I've never seen this around. Dorothy, you've been so magical. People's gotten clients, building this community, leveling up like in ways you just can't imagine, right? So the second year comes, and it's my birthday. I was like, I gotta download. And I start charging for the morning warriors. And oh my gosh, people came. I had 5 people on my birthday, and I didn't do like a hard launch. Like it was very, very, very soft launch, very low, like you didn't even know what was happening. Yeah, I did something, I think 7 days. I think I launched it for 7 days and I got 5 people, right? Then I raised my price and I was like, no, I don't feel like raising it. It's Black Friday, it's Christmas. Let's just keep it until this end of the year." And people came. Before I knew it, I served 111 warriors. I know, right? On a perfect freaking number. 111 warriors came. I served them. They all had epic results. Then I had my downloads and I reshaped Morning Warriors. Before you know it, it went up to its full price, which was $88 a month, right? Somebody paid for it. Another person paid for it. And another person paid for it. I was like, oh my God, this is working. And my energy just, it went down. So it turns out somebody actually put a curse on my business and on me. So there was a lot of energy healing that needed to be done. And the second year has passed, all this has happened. So on the third year, I subconsciously called forth a healer that was powerful enough to help me. And it turns out that person was meant for my husband and was actually for me as well. So it has been this beautiful journey of healing in my third year, letting go, having a lot of energy release, a lot of reprogramming, a lot of like DNA reprogramming kind of things. Like this is deep healing. And she released the curses on my business, on myself. Oh my God, there were so many. I was like, yeah, this was the heaviness that I was feeling, and I didn't even know where it was from. Even some of my warriors felt it. So I was like, I will show up every week for you, for those who come, and I am happy to serve. But I was healing. And so you guys probably didn't see me for like that year. So now in 2024, here we are, and my energy is cleared. I've set my price to 1111 because, we're getting married on 1111. Like that's our anniversary. So to honor that energy, and it was on a gap day, Morning Warriors Mastermind is now going to be 1111, $1,111. But before the huge jump is made, I've decided to do this huge giveaway and have 3 options for my third year. And I'm 33, so 33 warriors for each option, and you get to choose. The scaling price? I saw another manifestor do it, and she's like, you get to choose which package you want. 60%, 50%, and 30%. I think hers was a little bit different. I was like, this is beautiful. And so I'm doing that here right now. If you're seeing this in the future, warrior, it's probably over with. But this is me in 2024, right? So yeah, that has been my journey of growing Morning Warriors out of my magic that just came natural to me. Turns out, as a manifester, it's one of my urges. It was a huge urge that needed to be created into the world around me. We need this. And I love, okay, by the way, I love when my warriors comes in, takes what they learned and actually duplicate it. So I have a warrior named Taylor. She literally came in for our 2 years or more. I lost track after a year. We're entrepreneur besties here. And she's literally making her own version of this in her unique powers, in her uniqueness. and I love it. It's called Magician Alchemy or Magician Circle, something around there, right? And I love it. I love the whole magician. I'm an alchemist, in the archetype, so this totally rings a bell, or rings true for me. I love the fact that she took this energy and created her own. And it's just something that I want the world to do. It's a movement, guys, to go from unseen to unstoppable, to start being abundant in your uniqueness. Like, this is what it's all about. And this has been so important to me. And this is my zone. And I love it. I love serving my warriors and gifting them something. Yeah, yeah, I'm emotional. I got emotional because the truth is coming out and my voice is being heard. And it's time to make this movement happen so everybody can be seen, everyone can be heard, everyone can be unstoppable in their zone. So let's create this movement together. And thank you so much for listening to the history of the Morning Warriors Mastermind. I love sharing it. I'm so glad to share it with you guys. See? We're getting deep here. In public, we're getting deep. You get to see me, my heart, it's fully open. And I just can't wait to see the next round of 111 people coming in my room or more. I can't wait to see everyone who walks through, creates this ripple effect. If you want, either in the comments or in the post, I'll tag Taylor so you can enter her world too and see the magic, how it morphed into this beautiful thing. She has been having this idea for so long, and now it's come to a reality. And I'm just so happy and so proud of her. Thank you, Warrior, for listening. So keep shining your light, building up that resilience, and let's become unstoppable together.